Now, when it comes to pickup trucks, Isuzus are probably the most dependable pickup trucks available in the market. They are simply, what I like to say, bomb-proof. They can go places that other trucks cannot. They can do stuff that other trucks cannot. They can carry loads that other trucks cannot. And they're simply very dependable. The Isuzu D-Max X-Terrain, though, takes it all a notch further, because it can do all of the stuff that I just mentioned, yet it has a beautiful design. It has features that make life on the road a lot easier, a lot more comfortable, and a lot safer as well. And it's just a much nicer pickup truck. In fact, it can make some of the other pickup trucks that sit in the same category seem obsolete. But then again, what do girls think about the Isuzu D-Max X-Terrain? Isuzu Malaysia introduced the facelifted X-Terrain a couple of months ago, and it has some features, a more handsome design. It has some features that, as I said, make life on the road a lot more pleasant. But I would like to hear a female's perspective on the Isuzu D-Max X-Terrain, particularly this facelifted version, because to my eyes, it looks really good. I've been driving it for a while, and I actually can say that it feels very robust, it feels very tough. But then again, what do girls think about it? So to help me answer that question, I have a very special friend joining us for this video. But as usual, a quick word from our sponsor before we go any further. I'll be back in 60 seconds.
Loyalty programs are great, but don't you just hate it when you lose the card or you forget to bring it and then you end up losing out on all those points? Well, BH Petrol has an ingenious solution to it. Rather than coming up with a card, they have launched the BH Petrol e-card application, and it's available in both Android as well as for iPhones. What this does is you basically pour as you normally would, pick up the receipt and simply scan it. You get 1 point for every litre that you spend. And it has a lot of exciting products that you can actually trade your points in for. Right now, with BH Petrol's e-card loyalty program, I don't have to worry about losing my card or even losing out on my loyalty points, making BH Petrol's e-card loyalty program the right choice.
So now, to help me answer the question about what girls think about the Isuzu D-Max X-Terrain, it's a dear friend of mine.
Hey, Keishi!
Beng, thanks.
Hi!
Dude, so you kind of know why you're here.
Yeah.
I told you I wanted to ask you a couple of questions about what you think about this car that you've seen before, Isuzu D-Max X-Terrain. I'm not sure if you've driven it.
I haven't driven it.
Right.
I've seen it, but this is a new facelift?
Yeah, this is the latest X-Terrain in the market. A lot is new, particularly the design.
Okay.
And of course, I have to give Isuzu credit for this. Usually when it comes to facelifts, you know, it's the bumpers that are new, maybe new colors, new wheels and such.
Yep.
But Isuzu Malaysia has gone to the extent of actually introducing new headlights. Okay, so later when I turn on the car, you'll notice that the daytime running lights are actually wrapped at the top and come downwards this way, like a reverse Nike swoosh, you know?
Okay.
The previous generation model, it was at the bottom here.
Yeah.
Right? And so this has been updated, and this is the easiest way to tell that this is the new X-Terrain line. Right?
Headlights.
Yes, the color is new too. In the previous generation model, you had the orange as well. But this is sort of a more pekat colour lah.
More pekat
More deeper, darker contrast and such.
I can see myself. I like it. I like it. It goes with my blue. I think you just step out of the frame. This is better. Yeah.
I quite like it as well. Okay. So the grille is new as well. So this entire front part is new.
Okay.
There's also a newer radiator grille at the bottom here. So I can't put my finger through here, but there's actually a vent over here, and which Isuzu calls an air. See, you can see my fingers over here.
Yes.
So they call it air curtain.
Yeah.
Okay, so air is basically, when you're driving, air is rammed into here, and it basically wraps around the wheels over there. So this
dynamic.
yes. So this is what Isuzu calls an air curtain.
Okay.
And this is designed to increase efficiency, aerodynamic efficiency, and it aids fuel efficiency.
Okay, got it.
So now, before we talk about the side of the car, I'd just like to mention that the bonnet is new as well, new design and such.
Okay.
And it makes it look more aggressive, and it sort of just jives with the overall design of the car.
Okay.
Right. You also get new 18-inch black wheels. Right?
Rims, not
cool,
bad.
right?
Not bad. Black rims.
And then you get this new black side sills as well, side steps, and black roof rails.
Ooh, I do love me some black accents. Black accents in cars, always good.
Yeah, okay, cool. And so at the back, it's a new design tailgates. You see these lines over here.
Yeah.
Previously, if I'm not mistaken, they were at the side. Now they're at the top over here. And obviously, this is the rear view camera.
Okay.
And it's also assisted. So why don't you try? Why don't you try?
Assisted?
Yeah. So it's easy lift lah.
Is it easy? So it's not. Eh?
Try one hand.
Okay. I try one hand. Hey. Very easy.
Told you.
Right.
Told you. So.
Nice.
Well, I like to say that you actually are tougher than you look. So. But this. Don't like to steal your thunder, but it's actually easy lift system lah. So just about anybody, maybe my 4-year-old son also can carry it lah.
Thanks Thanks Keshi.
So the updates, Beng, as far as the exterior is concerned, that's about it.
Okay.
But the interior, well, that's going to be fun. So we should jump inside now, so we can continue this.
Can.
No, but you should take the driver's seat.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You trust me? Okay, let's go.
I suspect you might like it because the interior is black.
Oh, black accents, let's go.
So there's a bunch of stuff that's been updated in here, but some stuff has been carried over from the previous generation model as well.
Okay.
Such as like the anti-vibration seats.
Oh, this one, I actually never realized it, but I feel like royalty sitting here.
They wrap you like you're tiny, right? So you sort of just disappear into the seats. But, but
what about you? How do you feel?
I'm wide, yeah, I'm wide. So I'm sort of really wide. And there are car seats that I have to say that they don't go past my shoulders. So I feel like my
the lack of support.
Correct. So it sort of just leaves my shoulders hanging lah, right? Like standing up my shoulders like that. So this I like because it sort of, supports my shoulder. Correct.
Got you.
Correct. And okay, so now the black leather trimming. Previous one was brown. I really like the brown as well. I thought it looked very elegant.
Yeah.
But more importantly over here, I think it's the anti-vibration seat. I think Isuzu does not speak about this enough, but the anti-vibration seats in a diesel pickup truck really matters.
Okay.
I spend a lot of time. I drive a diesel as well, but and once you spend enough time in a diesel, you'll notice that all these minuscule vibrations actually are transferred back into the cabin. You feel it on the soles of your feet, you feel it on your spine.
It's all these little things where over a long period of time where you're like, it'll be nice.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you feel anything right now sitting in the seats? And this is what
royalty.
This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the small details that matter.
True.
And I really like the big infotainment screen, 10 inches, yo.
This is really, really big.
Yeah.
And when I came inside, I'm like, my mom was like this. She can see. It's big enough for her to see as well. Even for the back passengers.
I would just like to remind you that you're sitting in an Isuzu, and it will probably last as long as your lifetime. So if you buy an Isuzu now, and you can probably drive it until you're 60, and these big fonts will actually help you when you need your reading glasses. So it's an Isuzu. They're meant to last, man.
They thought long term.
Correct, long term. But I really like it as well. If I'm not mistaken, the previous generation was 9 inches. Now it's 10 inches. And it comes with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Very important in my books, very important. I love my podcasts. I love my music. As you can see, I have YouTube music and such over here. And I really like all this stuff.
The font's helping you, huh?
Low blow, bro. But yes, it helps. It really helps. See, and this part has been continued over as well. This is the air conditioning part.
Yes, this is what I like, because I noticed the mixture is always good.
Correct.
The touch screen with the button.
Very elegant, right?
Yes.
I love the silver.
Yes.
And the other thing that has been carried over from the previous generation model is this bunch of storage spaces.
Yeah, only Isuzu does this.
Yeah, you can lose stuff in here. There's so many. I mean, look at this. You can keep God knows what.
But I love it. That's like a woman's bag. You know how they're like, where's my keys? Then you're like, what's the keys? And then the water bottle come out, and then like the fish tank come out. And
sounds like my wife, man. Her handbag is like a black hole.
Yeah,
you know that Doraemon thing, and a bunch of stuff different just comes out. Yeah, my wife's handbag is like that.
But have you not gone, honey? Can you please keep for me?
No one. Oh. She'll get lost, man. Especially in the handbag.
But yeah, there's so much storage spaces.
So it took me like 10 seconds just to close everything back. So there's a lot of things over here that makes life better.
Correct. You know? Can I just add, this is something that I've always loved in the Isuzu D-Max. It's the cup holders by the aircon vents.
I have to give it to you as well.
I love
this. Good
yes,
spot. Yes, me too. I also love this.
I love this.
This cup holders at the side over here.
Yes.
It just makes it so much easier, right?
Yeah, and
road trips.
Keeps your drink cold. Even if it's not like ice cold, but it's
chilled.
Chill. I love it.
The other thing, Beng, I bet you didn't know this. Roof speakers, dude.
Really?
Roof speakers, roof-mounted speakers. For me, they're important lah. Important lah. Long road trip. Good, good sound system.
Yes,
right?
Yes,
For me, this one very important. And I think Isuzu is the only pickup truck maker. In fact, there's no other car in the market lah, I think, that has roof-mounted speakers.
Really?
Roof-mounted speakers, dude.
No one else?
I don't think so. And you see there's proper foaming in here, so you get proper sound from the roof-mounted speakers.
I can't wait to try it out later.
Nice.
You're going to try it out later?
Yeah, you should go for a drive. And you also get a wireless charge pad. Sometimes you lose your cables and such. And it works in conjunction with the wireless Apple CarPlay anyway. So that's important. So there's a lot of stuff that we can talk about. You know. Oh, by the way, the USB ports are also at the back. Okay. Which you also get rear air conditioning vents. Important. Yeah. Cool. Usually important. Okay. And then rear view mirrors, auto dimming. Okay. Is this important?
Is it important?
Yeah, you're short when you drive a small car. You know, sometimes.
It's important.
Yeah. Exactly. The other thing that is new is the multi-info display, which is basically another word for a meter panel. And you can change the display as well to like suit your style. Okay. So that's part analog and part digital, as you can see.
Always love a combination.
Yeah, so damn nice. Okay. So I think in that sense, Isuzu has nailed the interior of the X-Terrain. Looks like, if I were to blindfold you and just make you sit in the car, I think you would think that you're sitting in a very premium car.
You know, I think subconsciously you like the car as well, because brown, black, brown, black.
I did say that. This is my daddy color show, right?
Is it nice? I mean, it looks good.
But yes, I do like the interior of the X-Terrain. I've always been a fan of pickup trucks. So when Isuzu actually launched the X-Terrain, I think, what was it, 2-3 years ago? I thought they nailed it. Because Isuzu's, I need to tell you the story. I wrote about it in an article. Okay. So I learned how to drive a manual transmission in an Isuzu.
Really?
Back in 1995.
Wow.
I just gave away my age, but yes.
2 years old. Okay.
So I learned how to drive a manual in an Isuzu Invader, right? And my dad bought that because he was running a transportation business. And so I learned how to drive a manual transmission, and I spent time growing up in Kampa, right? And there were a lot of like mining pools around this place. And so he took me off-road, and we went and started exploring the mining pools and such. I was driving. I got too close to a mining pool, and the car sunk into the mining pool. Like the whole front of the car was inside the mining pool. My dad just bought this car. It was less than a month old, man.
What were you doing? Were you flooring it?
I don't know. I can't remember.
So it was so scary though. Can you imagine?
Yeah, can you imagine my dad? And so those days, like now, if you want to switch to four-wheel drive, it's just this knob over here.
Yes.
But those days, you had to get down and actually lock the hubs from the wheels at the front. But those were underwater.
Then how?
Then what? Freaking out, though. Then I think about 10 minutes later, the car was just sinking and sinking. And that's the thing about mining pools, right? Like once, because the sand is so loose, it sort of sucks you in.
Yeah.
And 10 minutes later, there was a tractor that just happened to roll past.
Just your luck. Just your luck.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been a beating of my life, man. Yeah, but so my relationship with Isuzu trucks goes back that far.
That's so sweet. Such a nice story.
And I have a soft spot for Isuzus. I've been driving this car for a couple of days, and I can tell you that you're right. I do like the interior of my experience with the X-Terrain has been amazing, to say the least.
Yeah.
Now though, I think we should take it for a drive.
Okay, okay. No mining pools though. But,
we stick to the highways lah.
It got mining pools also.
Yeah. Oh, I also want to tell you about rough terrain mode.
Okay.
Never heard of rough terrain mode, right?
Isn't terrain? Oh.
Probably rough in terrain, that's all. But rough terrain mode is this button over here.
Okay.
So what this does is it basically ensures that the truck can never get stuck. Okay?
No way, come on.
Listen. This is how it works. In a normal truck, okay, power is distributed from the front wheel to the front axle to the back axle, and vice versa. And then, if it detects that power is needed at the back, it'll send more power at the back, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But with rough terrain mode, it can send power to individual wheels.
Oh.
So 3 wheels might be stuck and 1 wheel might not be. So you can send all the power to 1 wheel to basically unstuck you lah.
Okay.
You know which other car can do that?
Yes.
Mercedes-Benz A45S AMG. Seriously. So it has such an advanced launch system that it can send power to individual wheels.
Wow,
okay, the
that's very smart.
A35 can only send power to front axle, back axle. A45 can also individual wheels, and so can this truck.
So let me try and understand this. So you're saying that within 4 wheels, if this 4 does not have traction within any of the terrain, it'll send all the power to the only wheel that has that traction.
Correct.
To help it grip.
Correct.
Crawls out.
Yep. So that's why. So rough terrain mode does that.
Okay.
And you're a person that likes camping. Guys, you guys should check out Beng's camping videos on her YouTube channel. And there's this one scene in your solo camping videos where you're talking to somebody that seemingly was not there, right? You're talking to a ghost. So
I remember that.
Yeah, so you guys should watch this. You guys should watch this, or maybe I'll add a link to the video in the description box below. So point of the matter here is, why the hell would you want to go camping alone? Way, gila. So no. Moral of the story: don't go camping alone. Really, yeah. At least take a friend lah.
Maybe
you're married, right?
Maybe that person's my friend. You never know. Oh,
I don't want to go any further. I think now we should go for a drive.
Okay.
Beng, before we get going though,
yes,
I need you to actually just absorb the amount of safety system this car has. Okay, it's going to be mind-boggling. And I can't remember everything, so I'm going to be referring to my phone because there's roughly about nearly 50 systems here 50. ADAS, active and passive safety systems. Really, I kid you not, guys. There's this many. So if I can remember all of this, I really wouldn't be doing videos like this. I probably would have been a star neurosurgeon or something. But I need to refer to this. So which one you want to hear first? ADAS, active or passive?
Let's do passive first.
Okay, passive systems are very straightforward.
Okay.
Of course, we got our airbags, we have our side door impact beams, and then whiplash protection, seat belts, and seat belt reminder.
Okay. Yes.
Now, after that, I'm going to go into the active safety systems. This is where you get your anti-braking system, ABS, electronic brake force distribution, you know, brake assist, electronic stability control, traction control system, hill start assist, hill descent control, brake override system, emergency stop signals, ISOFIX with top that this is important for me because I have a 3-year-old at home. So I always just pass on my child seat and bring him around.
Okay.
Child protection safety locks, high mount stop lamp, around view monitor, which is basically a 360-degree camera, your reverse camera, and parking sensors, which I think are very important because this truck is huge.
Yes.
Now we go into the more impressive stuff. Okay.
That wasn't impressive. That we
were,
haven't.
Were you impressed? Were you already impressed?
I was like, this car can drive on its own. It doesn't even need me. Like, why am I doing this car?
Can. But almost there lah. We are getting there. So, ADAS. Okay, under ADAS, which basically is Advanced Driver Aid Systems, you get your forward collision warning, which basically means that it's going to warn you if there's something that something appears in front of you.
Okay.
And if you still, you know, if you are emancipated or something, or you just cannot respond to warnings, it's got autonomous emergency braking, which means the car can brake by itself lah.
Yep.
And then after that, you got your turn assist. And then after that, you got your automatic pedal misapplication mitigation system. Do you understand what that means? Have you seen videos where people accidentally press on the accelerator and they crash into something? Right? So there are a lot of this type of videos, especially in car showrooms, in malls.
Yes. That is true though.
Yeah.
I have a friend who has a showroom and then he said, that actually happens.
Happens, right?
Yes, it happens.
So this automatic pedal misapplication mitigation system ensures that stuff doesn't happen. Pandai. Right?
Pandai.
Then of course adaptive cruise control, my favorite lah. Adaptive cruise control. Because I spend a lot of time on the highway, you just turn on the adaptive cruise control, the car basically brakes and accelerates for you.
This is very true though, because my mum was never a car person. She's like comfort.
Yeah.
But now, when she's actually on the lookout for another car because she wants to downsize, she's like, must have adaptive cruise control.
Yeah.
Must have.
Right?
Out of everything, I need adaptive cruise control.
Must have. For me too, I think it's must have lah.
Yeah.
It just makes your life so much easier. Then you got your manual speed limiter. You know, sometimes people are flashing at you, telling you that there's a speed camera up ahead.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, illegal, but it happens. Okay? So you turn on your speed limiter and make sure you don't go past the speed limit. Pandai also.
Pandai.
And then you got the automatic high beam. Also great. Your lane departure warning. You get your blind spot monitor, which basically is the lights on your side view mirror.
That helps so much.
Yeah, man.
That really
Especially
helps.
when there's like that motorcyclist that you can't see. Right.
Yes. Or like really small cars, because this is a very big car.
Correct.
I can just imagine my Kalisa, poor Kalisa.
Then your rear cross traffic alert.
Yes.
Okay, this basically alerts you in the event that you're reversing and you don't see a car coming, or motorcyclist or a pedestrian, and it alerts you that there's an obstacle coming. Then after that, there's a rear cross traffic brake system, which if you do not respond to the alert, because for whatever reason, it'll basically brake by itself.
Understand. It really does. Like, unfortunately, I always thought that I was a good driver, I can do all this. But as you age, you realize that your reflexes aren't as good anymore.
Correct.
And sometimes you're like, this assistance really
it really helps.
It really helps.
It just it's not there to intrude on your driving style or something.
Yeah.
It's just there to make your life easier lah.
Really?
Right? Then after that, you got your multi-collision braking.
Okay.
So
Multi-collision braking.
multi-collision braking. Basically, if you get into an accident,
Yeah.
collision, sometimes people come and bang you somehow from a pile up lah, right?
Yes.
This basically ensures that this doesn't happen.
Oh.
Yeah. So it either hold on to the brakes,
Okay.
okay, so that your car doesn't move forward or something like that, right? So more cars can come, hit you from the back and all, and this actually can create a domino effect.
This is interesting that you mentioned this because this happened just the other night and we saw it happen right in front of our eyes.
Holy
Me
shit.
and my husband, it was at least 10 cars.
Oh,
And the car from the back, I don't know whether like he or she, the driver, was sleeping or something. From the back, just
Yeah.
all the way to the front, and it was on top of the first car in front.
holy.
It was a huge accident.
Yeah. I mean, of course, these systems are there to stop these things from happening.
Yeah.
But once in a while, because everybody's driving, in a real world situation, stuff, basically shit happens lah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
just keeps you safe.
Yeah.
And all of these things that I've just told you about are part of what Isuzu calls the all-sight system.
Okay.
All-sight. SIGHT. Semua boleh tengok.
Okay.
Right?
Thanks for the translation.
All-sight. So, this is how Isuzu has branded all these systems. And for a pickup truck to have these, not bad, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Now we can drive.
Oh, still need driver. Okay. I thought all this don't need driver.
Just short of that lah, still
Just
need a
short of that.
driver.
Okay.
Still need to drive.
Ready, yeah?
So now you understand why I needed refill my phone lah.
Yeah, man.
Oh. Now I want you to immerse yourself in
Immerse myself.
the wonderful world of Isuzu pickup trucks.
The pickup is really not bad.
So, the X-Terrain runs on a 3-liter engine. Isuzu also has its very popular 1.9-liter engine, which is extremely fuel efficient.
Yeah.
But I think the 3-liter is also quite impressive in terms of efficiency. I've been telling you that I've been driving this car for a few days already, I think a little over a week. And I drive it every day, right?
Exit left and then do U-turn?
Exit left and then you turn. And I drive it every day.
Yeah.
Can you read out the fuel gauge to me? Half tank?
Read out fuel gauge. Half tank?
Is it? It's
Yeah.
a half tank. What's the
About
range?
445?
Amazing, right?
Yes.
Half
Means you
tank.
have like, what, 400 left?
Roughly about 400 kilometers left now.
So full tank is about what, 700, 800?
Yeah. So when I picked up this car, or when it was delivered to me by a dear friend Bernard, I saw a range of just under 800 kilometers, 780 plus. Which, considering how expensive diesel is these days, is not bad lah.
Yeah.
I think it's really good.
Yeah.
And just to quantify it for viewers,
Yes.
now we are seeing a 9 litre per 100 kilometer reading.
Yeah.
But that's because we've been driving it, the car is stationary, we are shooting and such. But I've also seen a fuel reading of 7.8 litres per 100 km.
Ooh,
Not
that's not bad.
Not
That's
bad.
really not bad.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about the range, and since we're on this topic of how females use the car, I actually have an aunt who hates pumping petrol. So she's like, if I can, I really just want a car that I don't need to pump petrol at all. I don't want to go to the petrol station. I just hate it. So yeah,
Perfect, no?
perfect.
So, in that sense, I think this basically answers all the modern day dilemmas about expensive fuel, about going to the petrol station and such. But on the contrary, on the flip side, if you're in the jungle, you're off-roading, or in your case, camping. Can't help it.
I like how much you really emphasize on the camping in this video.
Yeah. So it basically ensures that you are got the Swantek?
Yeah.
you are basically taken care of in the jungle and you don't have to worry about running out of diesel, right?
True.
So in that sense, I think it's fantastic. So the 3-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine also makes 190 PS and 450 Newton meters of torque.
Okay.
Now, after you pay the toll over here, which you just did, floor it.
Floor? Really?
Floor it. Floor it. Not bad, right?
I actually quite like the sound. I
Yeah.
quite like the rawness.
Yeah.
I know cars, sometimes people don't like to hear it, but I like it.
I like the rawness as well.
Yeah, I like it.
So 190 PS and 450 Newton meters of torque. When you look at it on paper, you're like,
Yeah.
But when you feel it, it's quite impressive.
Yeah, it is.
And the power is sent either to 2 wheels or 4 wheels depending on which mode that you're in via a 6-speed transmission.
Okay.
But the good thing about this is that it's a robust powertrain. This is an Isuzu.
Yep.
And if I was given a choice of which pickup truck to drive, let's say somebody say, Kashi, here's $1 million, drive to London today. You got no choice, but you can pick whichever pickup truck you want. This would be the pickup truck I choose.
Really?
Yeah. This, 100% this. Because it's an Isuzu, dude. This is a pickup truck that does not know how to break down.
Well, when you put it that way, okay, I see where you're coming from.
And yeah, I want to reach my destination. I don't want to worry about spare parts lah. I don't want to worry about breaking down lah. I don't, when you're driving long distances, when you're going on epic adventures like that.
Yeah, you want to focus on other things. You
Correct.
want to have your mind bogged down with, oh no, I don't have enough diesel. I need to find spare part for this. Or this is going to wear out.
Exactly. Of course, I might have a roof box for my luggage. I might add a couple of things. Might add some spotlights so I see, elephants crossing the road in Thailand. All these kind of things, right?
Yeah.
So I would add all of that, but I would just pick an Isuzu D-Max X-Terrain.
Okay.
Right.
I get where you're coming from.
Okay, now Beng, I want you to focus on the suspension a bit.
Okay, focusing.
Tuned, right?
Wait. Okay, we're there.
Okay, tuned in.
Ah,
So with the suspension,
yeah.
I don't think you feel a lot. You can hear the connects. Well, I don't know what you call it, where the road
Connectors lah.
connectors on. You can hear it, but you don't really feel it.
I can feel it, and I can feel it in my legs.
Yeah.
But the seat is like what you mentioned.
The anti-vibration seat?
Yeah. It really takes a lot out. So
Correct.
I feel very minimal of it.
Correct.
So I think that's good. But at the same time, I also don't really like to drive cars where it's absolutely muted.
Yeah.
So you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and some people get, claustrophobic or something if the car is too quiet.
Yeah.
You know? Rolls-Royce had that problem, but that's a different story. Anyway, the other thing that I sort of want to tell our viewers is how fast are we going right now?
Oh.
About 100 kilometers per hour?
Yeah.
Did you know that before you looked at
No,
it?
I was surprised.
Correct.
I was surprised. I was like, we're going like 70.
Yeah. So we're actually doing 100 kilometers per hour right now.
You don't feel it?
You don't feel the speed. That's testament to the refinement in this car.
Yes. And the wind noise.
Yeah, you don't hear it.
You don't. Yes.
Yeah, you don't hear
I
it.
am impressed.
Actually, you can turn left here. And you don't feel it. And that's just how good the refinement is in this truck.
That's true.
That I really like, you know.
That's true.
So some trucks, some car makers, they rely on anti-noise cancellation technologies, double glazed windows, which don't have lah. There's no double glazed windows.
Oh, this is not double glazed?
No.
Oh.
Or double layers windows or whatever they call it lah.
This is pretty quiet.
Yeah.
It really is.
And we're not raising our voice to talk to each other. So we're not like, Beng, can you hear me? We're not doing stuff like that,
Not yet.
Yeah. You can do some illegal speeds which we shall not mention here lah, but
It's alright, Kishi. you've been asking me and telling me so much about the car. So it's time for me to interrogate you pula.
Interrogate, huh?
Interrogate.
Let me have it.
Okay, so I personally have not tried this car on the road anyway, and also off-road. Have you taken this car off-road?
Not extreme off-roading.
Okay.
But when we first drove this car during the launch, actually before the launch, we got to drive this car before the launch.
Okay.
Isuzu Malaysia took us to Melaka.
Okay.
On some of those reclaimed beaches, you know, the reclaimed land where the sand is really soft. You put your foot down, also your shoe is going to be full of sand.
Yes, very easy for the car to get stuck.
Yeah,
kind of sense.
precisely. And that's where they just let us loose lah. They said, go have fun. Yeah.
So how did this car perform?
It didn't get stuck.
Okay.
For one, that is testament to that rough terrain mode that I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah.
And basically, it was just as easy as turning the knob. But a lot of pickup trucks have this knob. You just need to turn the knob, and you are basically turning from 4 high, 4 low, 2-wheel drive. It's just as easy as turning that lah.
Yep.
But anyway, I think there was nobody. There was about 10 new trucks over there from all various media and such. Yeah. And nobody got stuck.
Oh.
Nobody got stuck. But I have to say this, that Isuzu was prepared lah. There was support cars over there.
Really?
Yeah, there were. You know?
So they didn't take for granted lah. They were like, confirm won't get stuck. They were like, okay, we know the capabilities, but just in case. Just
in case you're an idiot and you get stuck, right?
Yeah.
So we have support systems, right? So because shit happens lah. You're always you know Murphy's law, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it didn't get stuck. It was easy. I got my Jordans kind of full of sand though, but right. But besides that, just an easy pickup truck to live with.
Okay.
And for me, I think it checks all the boxes. I want a good entertainment system. I want,
Sorry, speaking of that, we have to try the speakers.
No. YouTube may not like this, but
below 10 seconds boleh.
Boleh, right?
Look at you and David Guetta.
Right? Not bad, lah. Not bad, right?
Not bad.
Really not bad.
Yeah.
For me, this is very important.
Yeah.
You know, life is stressful.
Yes.
And running a business can be stressful. I'm sure you can agree. So for me, a good sound system is just amazing.
And I totally get it. Sometimes, you know, you get back home and you just want to spend like the extra 5-10 minutes in your car before you go into screaming kids.
Oh my God, guilty. Guilty as charged. I park the car and I'll take my 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, I do it.
And you just want to, you know, just relax in your car, move the seat back a bit, recline, turn the music up. Yeah.
Just before you deal with your parents, your siblings, your children, your spouse. Guys, if you've ever done that, hit the like button, please.
Yeah. That's pivotal moment in everyday life. Yes.
Anyway, Beng.
Yes.
Increase the speed.
Increase ah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you hit the next toll plaza, just increase the speed. We can see the toll plaza already, but there's still roughly about 1-2 kilometers in between. Easy, right?
Easy. I'm surprised it can take bends like that too.
Not only that,
I feel comfortable.
we are still not raising our voice. You know, you don't hear the wind.
Now slowly it's coming in.
Yeah, but we are at very illegal speeds, which we cannot mention here, lah. Otherwise, you know. So, refinement, you gotta give it to Isuzu lah.
Yes.
These are pickup trucks. These are utilitarian pickup trucks that people can depend on to run a business. Yet at the same time, it keeps them comfortable, entertained, and connected.
I think you really gotta give it to Isuzu. I mean, I've driven the previous generation one. Yeah.
The evolution is very clear, right?
Improved so much.
But most importantly, as what we were talking about earlier, Isuzu keeps its occupants safe as well. Now, we balik. Jom. Whoa! That little devil in you lah, huh?
Not too sensitive.
Correct.
Where you are taken aback. It's very easy.
Just nice lah. Alright. Okay, turn off the color.
Oh, that was good, man.
Nice.
Nice.
So what do you think? So
Wow.
because the purpose of this video,
Yeah.
it's probably going to be hot if you put your arm there.
Yeah.
But the purpose of this video was to get a female's perspective on the Isuzu D-Max X-Terrain.
Okay.
And in my perspective, it's obviously a very nice truck. It has grown, it has matured, and it's more refined. But you know, people will probably expect me to say that lah. But I want to hear it from you.
Okay, few things. So I am 160 cm in height, right? So the side step actually helps a lot.
Oh, good
It's
point.
like, oh, I can just go in and slide
point.
in and slide out. And if I were wearing heels or like a skirt, then I don't have to
Yeah.
show everyone everything. I can come out nicely even though I'm driving a truck. The other thing is I love the seats. I love that it really makes me feel like royalty. It's very comfortable. The seating position is good.
Yeah.
Visibility is very good for me. And despite it being a little bit heavy, it has enough power because being a diesel.
Yeah.
And I love the range
Yeah.
of the car.
Amazing, right?
Yes.
I think for a full tank, can get about 700 plus km.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and also the safety systems. I love all the safety systems when we were driving it just now, how it really helped me while I was driving because it's a big car. Sometimes from a small car, my Kalisa, my Miata, I jump into a car like this, not really familiar with how big the car actually is. So it actually helped quite a bit.
And I think the sensors really help you as well. Because, I mean, of course, you got forward sensors, you got rear sensors.
Yeah.
And that makes navigating this truck, especially in malls lah.
That is true. That is
Yeah.
true. When I have to park,
Yeah.
like just now when we, yes. When you said that, I thought about it.
Yeah.
Remember, I was having some problem
Yep.
just now parking.
Yeah.
And then you were like, just listen
Correct,
to the car.
correct.
Like, right. Forgot
Talking about
that.
listening, there's the... See, yeah, you have to use all your sensors, right?
Yes.
Talking about that, there's also the rear cross-traffic alert.
Okay.
Okay, how this works is that sometimes you don't see motorcyclists coming when you're reversing, you don't see pedestrians coming when you're reversing.
Yeah.
Cars, yes and no, probably sometimes you may not see.
Yeah.
But this actually alerts you that, you know, there's an obstacle coming your way, particularly motorcyclists, because they tend to zoom past.
That's true.
Right?
That is true.
So this also gives you auditory warnings that
True.
something is coming. So these are stuff that makes it easy to live with.
Yeah.
And besides that, the other thing that is important about this is just how well connected this car is, because Beng, you are KOL / influencer / YouTuber / very popular person lah, right? So so I'm sure you get your phone calls and such, and
True.
just being able to wirelessly connect.
That is true. And it's so easy. Get into a car, put it there,
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah.
And I can get my messages read out to me. My Waze is on the infotainment screen itself.
Yeah.
It's big enough for my mom to see and myself, two
Yeah.
people at the same time.
You are also a very outdoorsy person. You go camping alone, which I still don't understand why. But you know, a truck like this
Yes.
is basically, you get the reliability of an Isuzu.
Yeah.
You get the convenience of all the connectivity that the X-Terrain has to offer.
Correct.
And while you're out in some jungles by yourself, making friends with stuff that you're not supposed to,
I like how
and
you're emphasizing on that.
talking to people that do not exist, I need to have a private conversation with you about what you're smoking. and I think it's just a perfect companion.
That actually came to mind though when I was driving this, because I've obviously been to Borneo Safari before. I've seen what the car can do, but I haven't had my own personal time with the car to take it out camping. So something I'm looking forward to.
Isuzu Malaysia. So anyway, it has a female perspective.
Yeah.
Yay or nay?
Yay, definitely.
Definitely yay, right?
Definitely.
Even though you don't get past the roof line, but
Do you get past the roof line? You don't.
182 cm, bro. Anyway, guys, Beng Lim, thank you so much for your time and effort to be here baking under the sun today. Beng has her own YouTube channel at Beng Tours, which is basically Beng plus adventures, all her off-roading stuff and camping stuff, and she has some big-time car girl as well. And thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for the car. This is what I'm driving home with, right?
I think so.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. Depends. What are we having for lunch? What are you buying me for lunch?
I buy you anything. You give me the car, I buy anything you want. Omakase also can.
Deal. I'll probably have something stiffer, but yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. As usual, do consider subscribing. Thanks.